Run VT. Sorry, roll VT. So I think we may have a troll or two in the group. Keep your eyes open, guys, yeah? Because this group is, where's the head? This group is a safe space for witches, yeah? If you see anything which goes against that, please let me know and I will deal with it with the sword of justice. Because I'm not having it. I'm not having trolls in the group. It's out of order. Okay. That's that done. I want to talk about Mercury today. It's Mercury. Yesterday we did Mars because it was Mars. Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Day of Odin. Day of Lu of the Long Arm. Day of Woden. Day of many things. Of which I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, Mercury is going retrograde tomorrow. So things do get a little bit sticky either side of the date, yeah. So if communication's getting a bit sticky, that's why, because it's about to go into retrograde. But like I said yesterday or the day before, whenever that was, I will repost the, in fact, I will make sure I get that scheduled for tomorrow. In fact, I might even do it for today. I will repost the talk on Mercury retrograde because it's not actually scary. It's only scary if you let it be scary. Mindset is everything, yeah. So yeah, I want to talk about Mercury. So I have my Mercury tuning fork. Ta-da! Now I realised today, when I played the video back, it was a little bit distorted. So I'm not going to hold it quite so close to the speaker. It's because it's only a little laptop speaker, so they're not great. Without setting up my boom mic, it's when you want to do it and you want to be spontaneous, which I got a bit annoyed because I couldn't do the live under my usual name. See, I got a bit annoyed about that. This is Mercury. Gorgeous sound. Again, it's got that kind of, there's two sounds there. It's quite amazing. So Mercury corresponds to the element of air because it's communication, yeah. Funny enough, though, it doesn't correspond to the throat chakra, which is what you would think, yeah, actually corresponds to. I've given up trying to, yeah, as Wendy said, just use the word chakra. If they don't know what it means, tell them to go look it up. So, you're right, Wendy. So, you know, I'm so used to using the word chakra. It just creates confusion and frustration when I can't remember to change the word. So I'm going to carry on using the word chakra. Sometimes I might use the word energy center. Sometimes I might even use the word energy spiral because they do spiral. The energy moves in like a spiral, so it will spiral in because everything waxes and wanes, everything ebbs and flows. So Mercury corresponds to your crown chakra, which kind of makes sense in a way because it's knowledge filters down, and you communicate that knowledge, yeah? Kind of makes sense. What else do we have? Meditation is a principle of this as well, which is quite amazing because I had my chart read properly last week. One of Ian's friends came down who is an astrologer, so I'm hoping that he'll teach me astrology. And he just sat there and he read my chart. I'm like, wow, it just looks like a load of lines and squiggles to me. And he read it, and one of the things I think I've got Neptune somewhere prominent in my chart, so meditation and stuff like that is very important for me, which I know from experience, but that just confirmed it in my chart. Yeah, it was quite amazing. So the fact that, and also in my soul realignment, my secondary energy center is divine wisdom, which is, it correlates to the crown chakra. So it doesn't surprise me at all that, because the way I teach is it's visual, but it's the knowledge filtering down, which comes out in how I teach. So it doesn't surprise me really that Mercury, because Mercury is about communication, wisdom, blah blah blah, doesn't surprise me that Mercury actually correlates to the crown chakra. So there you go. Things you might not have known about Mercury. What else? I'm going to do a couple more on this. Deities. One of them is Thoth, who I have on my air altar out there. Ian actually made me a clay statue of Thoth. You've probably seen it in some of the photos that I've posted. It's very, very cool. I did kind of have other Egyptian deities corresponding to elements, but I didn't resonate with them. But I resonate with Thoth because he's god of science and knowledge and scribing, which is a big thing for me. Writing. I used to analyze handwriting, and I also used to do calligraphy. So the scribing thing is played a big part in my life over the years. So yeah, very cool. Right, so that's Mercury. Let's unhook that one. So other things that Mercury corresponds to. We'll do the crown chakra first. Do the crown. So the crown chakra frequency is 172.6. The harmonic is, double check that, yeah, B. The note, so if you have some kind of instrument that you can sound a note on, it's B, yeah. So this is for the crown chakra. I actually did this on myself this morning, and it was quite nice. It's really good. I love these forks. I do love these forks. Whee. Such a nice harmonic there. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's crown chakra. Corresponding to communication, I'd say it's not throat, it's lungs, yeah? Because obviously that's where that energy is coming from. The speaking energy comes from the air, moving through your lungs, which makes sense. So this frequency, it's not actually written on here. I have got them in a Word document. Let me just see if I can find it. Search thing on my. Do you know? When I bought this new laptop, it had Windows 10 on it. Oh, I hate Windows 10. Come back Windows Vista, everything is forgiven. God, honestly, Windows 10. It's like having a nanny state in your living room. Right, what do I want? Tuning forks. Tuning forks. There we go. Tuning fork frequencies information. So this is for, this frequency correlates to your lungs. And this is in our body tuning forks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 15 tuning forks, which correlate to different organs or processes in the body. When I say processes, I mean something like blood. So that's not an organ as such, but it is at the same time, yeah. Right, where are we going? Lungs. Lungs is 220 hertz, yeah? That's the frequency for lungs. I am gradually putting together a document with frequencies. So that will be coming. That is on its way, okay? I've also got one for number sequences. Number sequences. Something that I found the other day. Groups of numbers, groups of threes. So, for example, 111, 222, 333, and what they mean, yeah, because when you see them, it can be, it's an indication of some magical process happening, yeah. So there's that as well. So they are on their way. They're just taking the sweet time to manifest. Oh, and I will say, next Friday, I will put it in the events. Next Friday, we will be starting the live videos for the self-healing 3-part free course, yeah, free kind of mini course. We will be doing it on Zoom, and in fact, I did consider doing all the lives on Zoom, but when I want to just do this and then it just uploads to Facebook, that's a bit easier. But I think for the ceremonies as well, until I get unblocked, it's kind of forcing me to go and use Zoom actually, which I wanted to do anyway. So thanks, trolls, you've done me a favour. Thank you. So this is lung for anyone who's joining us. This is the 220 hertz, correlates to the lungs, also known as A, yeah, the note of A. It's really nice actually. The other thing that it correlates to is the nervous system. Now that's interesting. What's interesting, yeah, in these body tuning forks, you've got lung, stomach, pancreas, blah, blah, blah. Don't have ears. Now you'd think ears would be a key thing in here, wouldn't you? But there isn't one. So it's very interesting. I have to go and research that. So this, I used this one yesterday. This is the nerve tuning fork because Mercury also corresponds to the nervous system. Okay. So I'm hoping you can hear that. Yeah. It was only when I was downloading the videos from yesterday and I played it back a bit, I realised that it was distorting. over the rubbishy laptop speaker that I've got. So hopefully by holding it a little bit further away from the laptop, it's not going to distort for you. Okay. So this is the nerve tuning fork, yeah. You're looking for things to burn for Mercury influences. You can burn anise. That's not star anise, that is anise. It's the little tiny black or brown seeds. What else? Lavender, gum arabic. What else? Wormwood, although only burn a small amount of wormwood because it can make your eyes water. I have that problem, it does that to me. So when I burn wormwood, I have to burn small amounts because it makes my eyes, and not just water a little bit, it's like I'm crying. So when I add wormwood, I only add a little bit. Yeah, I found that out the hard way as well. What else? Valerian, parsley, caraway, the things you can burn for mercurial influences. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Bonk. So I was just looking at the symbolism of Mercury. That Virgo corresponds to Virgo. Yeah, Virgo and Gemini. There you go. The archangel for Mercury is Raphael, and the angel is Michael. Okay, so that's the nerve tuning fork. I was going to do sun and moon as well, just because they're the polar opposites of each other. We're coming up to a full moon on Friday, and the sun is still shining outside. It's still really hot. Oh dear. It was really nice actually last night. We went and watched Shakespeare in the Park last night. Measure for Measure. It's not one I'd seen before, one that I'd actually done anything with before. So this is Sun and Moon. But it was really nice not to be sitting there with a coat on, because normally when we go to Shakespeare in the Park, we're sitting there and I've got a blankie around me by the end of it. But last night it was really hot when we were walking home. It was really nice actually not to be freezing cold sitting outside. Later at night. It's very, very cool. So that's Sun. That one's Sun. Okay. Which is 126.22. Oh, bloody hell. Careful. Add. Careful. Shh, shh, shh. Sun. That is Sun. Okay. And then Moon is 210.42. Moon. Yeah. Very cool. Ooh. Sun and Moon, polar opposites, brings you to a place which is known as the middle pillar in magical terms. A place of stillness, a place of peace, of meditation, of not being polarized, of being an observer, interacting obviously. Hey Wendy! Of being an observer, not reacting to in those extreme ways that we can all do, and sometimes it's very difficult to not be. Like this morning when I realized I've been blocked, you know, it gets difficult to because I that warrior in me goes rah. So you know, I'm good at kicking people up the bum. That's something I am good at doing, so I embrace that now. I embrace that energy to kick people up the bum, and if need be, any trolls get kicked out of the group, you know. So I embraced that this morning when I found out I couldn't do my live through Angie Welton. So that's Mercury. Sorry, that's Sun and Moon. Just to finish off. Ouch, the forks. Love it. Just so it's so hot, my hands are sweating and the forks are moving around in my hand. Oh my god. Here we go. I'm getting a strange like cold and hot thing going on. And it's not a hot flash. This is the sun and moon forks. It's got bizarre. It's got cold, and then it goes hot, and then it goes cold, and then it goes hot. Wow. Very cool. There we go. Sun, 126.22. And moon, oh, sweaty hand, 210.42. What else have I got here? What's that one? Blood. Well, let's do blood one. This is quite a nice sound. So this is blood frequency, which is not on there, are they? They're on my Word document. Hello, Brian. Blood is E. It's the what do you call it? Note of E. 321.9 hertz. That one is quite amazing. Very cool. I just wanted to talk about the crystals actually that are associated with Mercury. So opals are associated with Mercury. Topaz. So again, it doesn't surprise me that topaz is not just Jupiter, which is the planet that resonates with me a lot, but is also Mercury because it correlates to the throat. I love it. Tourmaline is Mercury, carnelian, and also peridot. So I've actually, in there is 3 of the stones that either correlate to my birthday or to the kind of work that I do. It's cool, isn't it, Kelly? Love it. So this one's for blood. What was the frequency of it? So again, if you want any of these frequencies, YouTube is very good for these things. 321.9 hertz is blood. So when I say that's the frequency, that's the optimum health frequency, yeah. So by tuning your body to the forks, which don't change, obviously, you bring that optimum health to your body, your mind, your soul even. Very cool. Yeah, it's amazing. One more. Very cool. We're actually thinking, I'm a little bit nervous about doing it because I've never done readings with tuning forks before. This morning I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just stay with what I know. I'll do tarot on Monday because it's Magic Monday on Monday. And then the other part of me is going, no, but come on, Ange, come on. You know forks. It's not gonna. You're not gonna die from doing readings with tuning forks. Yeah. Ultimately, that's the worst thing that can happen. Allegedly, it's that you do something and you die. But that really does depend on what your perception of death is, really. But anyway, I digress. So I reckon, we will. We're going to do readings with tuning forks on Monday. So that is going to be very cool. Very different, because again, like the crystal readings, I have never seen anyone do readings with tuning forks. Innovate. That's what I say. So it'll work very similar to how we do the crystal ones. There'll be numbers and forks that match the numbers. Yeah, that's what we like to do, things that people have never seen before. A bit like the crystal readings, because I'd never seen anyone do crystal readings before. So we'll do tuning fork readings on Monday. Woohoo! Love it. All right, so that was blood. What else we got? Bladder, no. Oh, let's have an earth one, shall we? As we're on the earth, might as well get an earth frequency going. Earth frequency. So there are two. There's the 194.18 hertz, and there is also 136.10 as well, which is the earth frequency. Yeah. So there are different frequencies, but the 136.10 is the earth. It's like the middle which correlates to the earth as well. So this is more the kind of physical planetary resonance, whereas things like with Jupiter is 528, that's more of the harmonic resonance. Yeah. So there's usually two different types of frequencies involved with parts of the body, chakras, planets, all that stuff. It's fascinating. We love it. So this is Earth. Earthy Earth. One more. Teach it. Okay. It's funny you say that, actually, because we're doing the 3-lesson self-healing course, which will be a free one. But there are so many courses in here. One around crystals, one around the voice. There are so many that are in here. And Ian's got, he can teach drawing, anything, because he's got so much knowledge. I suppose I could, do a course in how to read crystals. Why not? Really, I think for me, I've got a sponge brain, so I read something. It's more visual stuff, seeing stuff, reading stuff, which came in very handy when I was an actor, remembering lines, because I'd remember where they were on the page. But reading stuff, but actually using the crystals as well is the way I've learned, and obviously, it's coming up for 30 years of using crystals. Holy crap. Ooh, makes you feel old when you actually put it into numbers. So, I mean, I suppose for me, it's, I don't know, they're like my family, I suppose. It might sound a bit sad, but, they are. They're like my family. And I think it's always about having that connection, being grounded, having that connection, getting out of your own way, yeah. So that was and listening, the biggest thing, and people don't necessarily do it. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people don't listen. So when you are connecting with the crystal, with spirit, with the cards, with tuning forks on Monday, that's going to be an interesting one. Is to move out of your own way, yeah. So you have to step to the side and let that stuff come through, yeah. Hi, Alexandria. Oh, well, it's kind of an innovation that we've kind of done, and it actually spawned out of. So that's it with the tuning forks. So I'm just going to do a bit of chatting now. Should we have a little chat? The reading crystals came about from our gatherings, because at the time we were doing full moon, new moon, and Sabbath gatherings. Yeah, we've cut that right down because numbers were falling. So because it's a lot of work for us to get the whole space ready for those physical gatherings, we cut it down to just Sabbats, because for whatever reason people weren't. I think just people get bored. And then so you don't do it for a year and they go, oh, when are you doing the blah blah next? Well, we stopped doing it because people weren't turning up. It's that weird paradox thing going on. And what we would do is we would do different things, different kind of healing things in the circle. One of the things I started doing was putting a bowl of crystals in the middle of the floor, and people would choose one or usually two that resonated with them, and I would do them a reading in circle. It's really weird. I don't quite know how it then transmuted into Facebook Live, but it did. And it is really, really what the cards and the crystals and the tuning forks are. They are just a prop. Yeah, they are just a prop, because what you're actually doing is you're channeling spirit or the universe, whatever you want to call it, your higher consciousness. So really, you don't need the props. But what the props do, it gives you that confidence, yeah. And I think it's nice. It's nice to use cards. It's nice to use the crystals because they are beings as well. The crystals, the cards, the tuning forks. Everything that's created is a being, if you like. Call me crazy if you want to, but that's what it is. Everything is vibrating. Everything is alive. Even this, yeah, which is a little bell that came off my little witchy doll. Yeah, that's alive. It may look like it's still not doing anything, sitting there on my table, but it is. It's vibrating everything. And that's quantum physics, which kind of brings the science and the magic together. You gotta love quantum physics. I'm not going to talk big into quantum physics because I could go on for hours about that. So what was I talking about? Readings, that's right. So what's really interesting about reading crystals is that, and we've had this in doing the crystal readings, you can have two crystals that someone chooses, and the next person chooses the same two crystals, but the crystals, but the readings will be completely different. Yeah, because the crystals will resonate differently with different people, And that's what I find absolutely fascinating. Yeah. It's really, I love it. I love this work. Yeah. I can't tell you how much I love doing this work, because it's not work. For us, it's you know, how we live. We're lucky. We are very lucky in that respect. That we've been able to do that. And what's really funny about that as well is that our financial situation is shifting and moving in a very precarious manner, although it's not precarious really if you trust the universe. Yeah. It's just transitioning. And I started to panic. It's like, because I don't like it. I don't think anyone likes change, let's be honest. Who likes change out there? Put your hand up if you like change. I don't. So I started to panic. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go and get a job. Yeah. I'm not employable. So this path I'm on, it's like, this is my path, and that's it. Because when I was, what's interesting around that is the energy when I was initiated as a witch, is that that the past is like a line you step over. So the past cannot come in to mess with your path, and then the future path, opens up. So it's like, no one will actually employ me anymore, because I am me. Yeah. When I wasn't me, when I was keeping everything suppressed, then I would do any job. I'd clean people's disgusting toilets, but that is no longer that. All that has gone. Yeah. All that making myself small so that other people weren't intimidated, for example. Being willing to do, to work with the most horrible people, to get that little tiny bit of money. It's just like, no, your life, I'll be quite frank, your life is worth more than that. Yeah. And for a lot of people, in that respect, I'm also very fortunate. A lot of people have to get really, really ill before they realize that. Yeah, I've seen it around with my friends, and one of my friends' husbands, he ended up being so ill that he was, we were told by the doctor, in a very they took no responsibility for what they said to my friend and her husband, that he would never be the same again. So, but that is total bollocks, yeah, because he is almost back to normal, yeah, because his mindset, yeah. So for me, that, I'm so lucky that I got that before it made me really, really ill. Because we're not supposed to live like that. We're not supposed to. We don't thrive as slaves. Yeah, we really don't. I really don't think we're meant to live like that. But there you go. I digress. Oh dear. Kelly, no. Was that not me? What's that in relation to, Kelly? I'm fascinated. What did you mean? This is where Zoom would be really, really cool, yeah. And I'm about to go and because I was on the free plan on Zoom, but you only get 40 minutes in a group call on that. So I'm going to pay some money, because we always go over, don't we? Can't help it. So I'm gonna set up Zoom properly, so that it would be I don't know. I might do it for tomorrow's ritual. Yeah. The only thing with Zoom is you don't get the replay straight away, because I have to download it and then upload it to Facebook. But I'm sure you won't mind that. What's that Yeah, change is it's really, really hard. And I used to fool myself when I was younger. I say, no, I'm really adaptable. You know, I love change. When actually, I hate it. I'm all right once I've calmed everything down, but I go to the complete extreme of, oh my God, I've got to go get a job. When actually, I don't need to go and get a job because we don't, you know, we're doing all right. We're ticking over. So I didn't have to go to that extreme and expend all that crazy energy in that space. Because that's the thing. You know, that all takes energy. And you know, your life energy, your prana, chi, whatever you want to call it, that's, you know, it's precious, really. So yeah, it's quite amusing. And what happened? Because we went down that little diversion. We were going down the path, and I said, oh, right, we need to go down there. We need to take a left. And what was really interesting is that the universe just did a big fat no. This is not your path. I'm like, oh, okay. So back on the path. And you know, that's when you know. Yeah, it's when the universe shouts at you. Yeah. I love this work. Did I say that before? I love this work. So before I go, a couple of things. So we're going over the Jupiter protection ritual again tomorrow. Yeah, using the it's actually on my altar at the moment. Can't remember which seal that is. I think it's the first or the third pentacle of Jupiter. It's in that way. In the events. I've posted it in the events. If it's not in there, it'll be up there when this is done. That's people outside. That's kind of, you know, the energy around here. Anyway, so yes, Jupiter protection ritual tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'm not sure what's happening yet on Friday. It'll either be a pre-recorded full moon ritual or it'll be a live. I don't know yet, but I will let you know. Don't worry. I will also make sure that the talk for Mercury retrograde, I'll post that up today if it's not already gone up, so that it allays your fears, because there's nothing to fear with Jupiter Mercury going retrograde. Yeah. Hi, Shares. So you know, there's nothing to worry about with Mercury going retro. Yeah. It's just tapping into that energy in a different way. That's all that ever is. Yeah. Next Friday, which will be, where's the diary? There it is. Next Friday, which is the is that right? Oh my God. We're in August next week. Oh my crikeys. Madness. Right, so next week we got lots happening next week. We got Magic Monday on Monday 30th, in which I'm going to be using the tuning forks to do readings, so that's going to be very interesting because that's a new one for me. Tuesday I'm going to do a little Facebook live for Talking Tuesday around Lunarsad. So just a little bit on what Lunarsad is, if you don't know, and if anyone has any questions. And I'm going to do that as a Zoom. That one will be a Zoom. I think we might even do Magic Monday as a Zoom, because you've got the interaction on Zoom. And what I will do, I will post the link to the Zoom event in the events. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. It's that way. It's because the thing's back to front. Over there, yeah, in events. That's where it will be. Wednesday, 4 days in a row next week. We got on Wednesday, we've got a little Lunarsad ritual. Lunar Sud being first harvest, in case you don't know. Yeah, 24 readings. I'm a little bit nervous, you know, but that's normal for me, you know, stage fright and all that. So yeah, Lunar Sud next Wednesday. I think that's in the afternoon, I think. But again, all the times, I got it right that time. All the times are over there. And then Thursday will be Jupiter Abundance. So I'm just writing that in there. I put Facebook Live, but not what it was. And I'll probably do, you know, I reckon I'm going to stick with Zoom on these now. So go and create them in Zoom and then share the links for you. So then Friday, every day next week we're doing some kind of live. Wow, that's pretty mad actually. So Friday will be the first of 3 lessons on self-healing. Yeah, let me just write that in there. Self-healing lesson 1 of 3. We're going to do it 3 Fridays in a row. Yeah. So, and then what will happen is those videos they will be in the units. So they'll be in there in the units section, and they will also appear. Actually, no, I'm going to keep them in the group. So if people want to access it, they have to join the group, because our group is fabulous. And its light is so bright it will just burn any trolls. Yeah. So yeah, Friday the 3rd of August will be the first of 3 self-healing videos, and it'll be myself and Ian talking around aspects of self-healing. Yeah, which we believe, along with grounding and working on the manipulation of energy through these, which are your most powerful tool, your inner energy and your hands. Yeah, very, very powerful tools. So along with the grounding and the energy work, the energy workshop that we've got free, is the self-healing, because it's all well and good me saying, well, you know, don't go to the doctors, heal yourself. But if you don't know how to do that, or where does it even start, then, well, you're going to keep going back to the doctors. So the idea with the self-healing is that we give you some tools, yeah, or at least some ideas, or inspire you in ways where you can facilitate your own self-healing. Yeah, because it is so powerful. It is empowering to take that responsibility for your own health. Yeah, in a magical way, because all the stuff we do, like using crystals, quite often, and I've said this before, quite often I'll be walking around, if I've got a pain, I will just attach a crystal to my body and, you know, it gets rid of it. If it doesn't get rid of it, it will at least, you know, take the edge off it. But 9 out of 10 times, it actually gets rid of it. It's only if there's something in here that hasn't shifted that, you know, the pain persists. Tuning forks, pure magic, frequency and sound. Yeah. Even the, you know, the CBD salve and the CBD oil that we make is magic. It's plant magic, and it's ancient. The way we make it is an old way of making any kind of infused oil, or, you know, some kind of we use shea butter for the salve. So any kind of oil that then takes on the energy of that plant. It's amazing. What else do we use for healing? Energies. Ian's an energy healer as well, and he's also body work. He does Tragar and massage, so that's another aspect of healing. It's also mindset. That's a big one. Yeah, huge one. And magic in itself is healing. When we do our circle work in our gatherings, 9 out of 10 times we'll do a healing circle and send it out. And that, so not only are you getting that healing energy, yeah, from everybody in the room, but the whole planet gets that healing energy as well. And it's quite amazing. Getting out to nature, for example, camping, all that stuff, yeah. So we're really looking forward to it, actually. Yeah, three lessons in self-healing. The first one being next Friday the 3rd of August. It's nearly my birthday. So yeah, every day next week there'll be some kind of live, and I will post the links to the Zoom event in events over there. So yeah, I will see you that's next week. I was about to say tomorrow. Oh, it is tomorrow, Thursday, yes. For the Jupiter protection ritual. I'm just going to go over that again. Whether it'll be the full ritual or not, I don't know. I might just do like an overview. We will see. So I'll see you tomorrow, and then Friday for the full moon, whether that's a posted pre-recorded video or whether that's a live. I don't know yet, because we've been invited to go and have a jam in the park. And when I say a jam, I don't mean a bit of bread and jam. Much as I like bread and jam, but I really like gooseberry jam. Oh God, itchy nose. Oh, itchy nose, Wendy, itchy nose. Funny noise outside. So yeah, Friday we might be in the park having a jam, but I've yet to find out the details. So either way, we will see you Friday, and we will see you tomorrow. I don't think there's anything over the weekend. No. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Our high THC, high CBD oil is now ready. It's not up on the website yet, but if you are interested in it, so that's for like really chronic pain, yeah, or really bad depression or anxiety, things like that, then just give us a shout in the comments down there. Yeah. The way we are doing it, we're doing like we do with aromatherapy, 5% dilution, and so you get 5% dilution of the high THC and high CBD in the CBD the CBD oil leaf extract that we've already have, yeah. So it's diluting the really powerful high THC, high CBD in the CBD oil that we've already got, yeah. So you'll get, which will make it go further for you, yeah. Because if we were going to sell the high THC and high CBD stuff on its own, it would cost a bomb, yeah. So we don't want to do that to people. So if you're interested, do a yes. What else? If you want to tap into Mercury energies as it goes retrograde, we have some amazing Mercury incense, which is right up on the top shelf up there. That one, again, is very pungent. It's like the Mars one. It's really, really pungent. What else? The freebies, the free grounding course and the free energy workshop is up there, right at the top of the page. If you're interested in any of our courses, we've got embrace your inner witch, which gets you firmly on your path, yeah, gets rid of any stuff that you might be holding on to around the whole witchcraft stuff. And then we've got Witchcraft for the Curious Novice, which is a foundation course in witchcraft. Will give you a really good foundation for practice, yeah. And there's a lot of practical stuff in there. It's not, airy fairy, because we're, both me and Ian, we deal in what can we do with it, yeah. How can we use this in a practical way? So, yeah. And we are still working on our big course, which is more kind of occult based, which I've kind of got a structure for it now. It's going to be a 13-week course. We're going to record it in Zoom. We're going to live record it in Zoom with Q&A. And then those videos, like the self-healing one, will be the course. Yeah. God, it really itchy nose. It's like right on the end there. It's really itchy. So yeah, that's the big one, which I am aiming to release or to start around October, because that's when we go in. Yeah, that's when the learning, the real deep learning and the introspection begins. Yeah. Is that the course, Kelly, that you're talking about? Yeah. Is that the course or the CBD? With the CBD stuff, yeah, Wendy, I it's like, wow, it's really itchy right on the tip of my nose. It's mad. With the CBD stuff, we can ship to most of Europe and through the UK. We can't ship to the US because laws are changing at the moment around, and a lot of US states you can't. It's illegal, unfortunately, which affects Facebook, believe it or not, because I've tried posting stuff around CBD in, like, for sale in buy and sell groups that I'm in on Facebook, and they block it. So it's quite bizarre, actually. Okay, so Kelly, where are you based? Are you based in the UK or Europe? In which case we can ship to you. If not, there are quite a few people in the group who are in the US who are interested in CBD. The other thing I have posted, I'm sure I posted it in the group, I can repost it, is how we make it. Yeah, and in the files, which is that way, I've actually uploaded the recipes, yeah, for to make it yourself, because you can make it from full spectrum hemp plant. It's perfectly good, yeah, works perfectly well. So where I'm sitting, I'm getting really warm and like it's like yucky. So yeah, Kelly, if you're in the US, just put a thing out in the group saying about suppliers in the US, because the laws are changing all the time at the moment. Canada is either gone legal, I don't know, or is on that way, I'm not sure. Some states in the US it's been legal for years. Others they're sort of changing, others just like a blanket no. So it's always good to find out in your local area, in your state, whether it's legal or not. But like I say, there's plenty of people in the group who can answer your questions around that, yeah, who are interested in the CBD. Okay, so our websites, that's the other thing, those are websites. Thewitchesbazaar.com is where you can buy all your witchy kind of stuff, from our incense to the CBD oil or the salve. I'm starting to phase out the beeswax candles because they're starting to be quite dissonant with me. It's like, so I'm hoping I can replace it with an alternative. If not, Oil lamps, guys. Oil lamps are the way to go. Oh, right. Was that in Canada, Wendy? Where are you, Wendy? I can't remember where you are. Where are you? That's the bit. It always makes me a little bit suspicious when they're postponing things like this. Because surely all it is yes or no. Okay, sign a bit of paper. That's it. Surely. Oh my God, they overcomplicate these things, don't they? These people who we allow to be in government. They make things so complicated to bamboozle everybody. Any kind of government, yeah. Let's get rid of the government. Because, you know, we're not 4-year-olds, are we? We are not 4-year-olds. We are quite capable of being nice to people, of managing ourselves. And if everybody manages themselves, then that, you know, ripples out to, you know, everyone helping each other, surely. Crazy world of Arthur Brown. I don't know why I've been saying that. It's a mad album. Or is it a band? I can't remember. I think it's a band, isn't it? From the 60s or the 70s? I'm not sure. I've got their album, Crazy World of Arthur Brown. It's got the song Fire on it. Anyway, I'm completely going off course now. So, I'm going to say see you tomorrow for a recap on Jupiter protection. Oh, okay. Senate. So that is it's the very Roman thing, wasn't it? Because the Senate in Rome they were not, as far as I remember from things I've watched about Rome, I don't think in Rome they were elected. I think they were chosen by the man in charge at the time, whoever that was. I think. Don't quote me on that, because I might have it completely wrong. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. So tomorrow, Jupiter protection. Friday, full moon in some way, shape or form. And then all next week, there will be bits and bobs happening. So keep checking in. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, those Romans, what did they ever do for us? Well, actually, they didn't do that bloody much. Thank you. Don't get me started on Romans. Don't get me started on Romans. Anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow. And what I'll do with the links for the Zoom events, I'll post them in the events over there, but I will also post them in the discussion in the main feed, okay? So, guys, again, I've gone completely over, and it's now 4:20. Oh, God. I don't know where today's gone. It's just disappeared in a whoosh of mercurial mist. Tomorrow, Jupiter protection. Oh, this is the new thumbs up. I did that yesterday, and it's like, what's that? I said, that's my new thumbs up. Be fearless, stay witchy, live long and prosper. Blessings.